This is part of an excerpt after the votes came in and it was clear that Cori Bush's days in Congress will be over soon. This is how Cori Bush reacted.
Pulling me away from my position as Congresswoman.
Yes.
Pasta, do the pasta again.
Okay.
I'm on the way to pick you up, right there.
Okay.
See you soon.
All you did was take some of the strings out. That's all you did.
Clear,
Let's do that.
clear.
Come on, mama.
Move, move, move. Clear.
Pause it right there. Hold it. Those must be some pretty big strings. In fact, to hold Miss Bush, they must be ropes. I don't... Never mind. I'm gonna go there. But she's talking about strings. You want to hold this one away? We're not talking strings. We're talking ropes. And we're not talking small ropes either. And we're not talking about ropes in the sense of nooses. So I don't want to hear any race-baiting crap either, because that's not what I had in mind. She said strings. I'm saying no.
Yep,
Those strings
yep.
wouldn't hold Cori Bush. It's a compliment. Big Mama needs some ropes.
Big Mama.
You
Big
ain't
Mama
in the
house.
audience. Them in her audience. She got like, in fact, she had some dude standing behind her with sunglasses on at night. And he's got his Cori Bush short on, shirt on, and he's, you know, okay. Let's pick it back. Nice thing. Come on, get it together, Cori. Yeah. What is it?
I don't think that anything, there is nothing that happens in my life that happens in vain.
In vain?
So
Yeah.
it happened, it's because it was meant to happen. And let me say,
It was meant to happen.
it's because it's the work that I need to do. And let me say this.
Oh, say it already.
Hey, Pat, I'm coming to tear your kingdom down.
That sounds like a threat. That sounds like a threat of violence. She's addressing the American Israel Public Affairs Committee. AIPAC, I'm coming
Downstairs.
to tear your
Downstairs.
kingdom.
Ew. You. Downstairs. See you soon.
The hill today.
Here on Navajo because it's killed thousands of our people, and they need to recognize that. Nygren says the company that owns the mine, Energy Fuel, sent the uranium shipments without notifying the tribe. But in a statement, the company said it's within its legal rights to haul the ore on U.S. highways and state routes, which are not under Navajo jurisdiction. And it's taken steps to protect public, and former Arizona legislator
Material
Jasmine
studies
Blackwater
copy.
Nygren helped organize the protests in Cameron. She said 2 of her grandparents have died from uranium exposure, including her grandfather, a former uranium miner.
Yep.
For me, for my family, and I just think that our Navajo people as a whole, we feel that hurt. Because it's not just individuals, it's collectively we feel this.
Energy Fuel says the ore it mines has low levels of radioactivity and isn't dangerous to haul, and that it's gone above and beyond what's legally required to make these runs safe. For now, though, it's paused the shipments after Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs intervened to allow for further talks with the tribe. For NPR News, I'm Ryan Hygus in Cameron, Arizona.
listening to WNYC. More All Things Considered headed your way in just a moment. Former Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi talks about her new book, The Art of Power. All of that and more just ahead. Stick around. WNYC supporters include National Geographic documentary films presenting sugarcane set amidst an investigation of unmarked graves on the grounds of an Indian residential school. Sugarcane shows a community finding the strength to persevere. Starts Thursday at the Film Forum. WNYC and its local and national news coverage are supported by the Jerome L. Green Foundation, helping to make the arts affordable and accessible to all New Yorkers for more than 40 years.
Residents living in a Bitcoin mining town in Texas have been experiencing eerie and alarming health problems.
Some of the more severe things that they're reporting are severe vertigo, dizziness, and then heart palpitations and other sort of cardiovascular issues.
I'm Kristen Schwab. The potential hazards of Bitcoin mining next time on Marketplace.
This evening at 6:30 on WNYC. At 8 o'clock tonight, it's On Point. On the show this evening, Ben Spencer spent decades in jail for a murder he didn't commit, even after he was proven innocent. On tonight's On Point, Ben Spencer and what it took to bring him home. Tune in for that at 8 o'clock on 93.9 FM or AM 820. You can also live stream it by going to WNYC.org. It's beautiful outside.
Action Kids in Manhattan.
Elon Musk's project has scared the government and major banks. He has come up with a new secret investment that has made hundreds of people very rich.
The absolute truth. Last week, he appeared in public and announced his new project, which, according to him, can turn anyone into a millionaire in 3 to 4 months without any difficulties or major investments.
The businessman inventor urged everyone to take advantage of this amazing opportunity. And of course, a few minutes after the interview ended, the government called and asked not to air it, but it was already too late.
And so, let's hear what Elon Musk himself has to say on the matter.
You've had it. 237 every hour, each day, for the rest of your life. That's why $700 today.
You are going to thank me for this money-hiding secret. Use your car key to carefully remove the bottom from your air freshener. Gently roll up a $100 bill and place in the bottom cap. Connect them back together like so. No one will ever know. You are going to thank me for this dishwasher soap hack. Take an ice cube tray, fill it halfway up with dishwashing soap, then pop it into the freezer. Once frozen, just pop out a pod and pop it into your dishwasher. You are going to thank me for this toothpaste hack. Fill a soap dispenser almost to the top, add in a splash of mouthwash, give it a nice little shake, and then just pump play. Add 1 tablespoon of toothpaste, 1 tablespoon of baking soda, and 1 tablespoon of dishwashing soap. Mix it all together. Apply to your dirty sneaker soles with a toothbrush, then wipe with a damp cloth. Perfectly white shoes. You are going to thank me for this plastic bag trick. Take your plastic bag, fold it into quarters, then fold up into little triangles from the bottom to the top. Tuck in the ends just like this, and voila. Perfect for storage. You are going to thank me for this budget-friendly grout cleaning trick. Take a tube of toothpaste, spread the toothpaste along the grout line, grab your toothbrush, and just scrub aggressively into the grout line, and then take a damp cloth, wipe it away. Once the grout is dry, it'll be good as new. I hope you are enjoying my household tips and tricks. Be sure to let me know in the comments which one of these is your favorite. You are going to thank me for this DIY toiletable air freshener. Add 1 tablespoon of laundry beads to warm water and a splash of rubbing alcohol. Give it a shake and it's ready for use. You are going to thank me for this household cleaning trick. Place an old tube sock over your hands, spray your microwave with glass cleaner and wipe away. Simply toss it into the wash. You are going to thank me for this ceiling fan cleaning trick. Take your pillowcase, place it directly over your ceiling fan blade, and then just wipe it away and toss it in the wash. You are going to thank me for this nice hack. Leave your dishes damp after the cycle. Place a roll of toilet paper on the bottom shelf to absorb the extra moisture. You are going to thank me for this closet-saving trick. Replace your plastic hangers with wooden hangers to prevent wrinkles and repel moths. You will love this household.
On to the next one.
Place 2 kitchen sponges over your kitchen tongs and spray with window cleaner and simply wipe away. You are going to love this bathroom hack. Grab your favorite essential oil, place a few drops on the cardboard roll of your toilet paper, place your roll back on the holder for a fresh smell with every pull. This is how I protect my chrome water faucet from water spots. Rub a wax candlestick over your faucet and just polish with a dry microfiber. Then just wipe the water away. You are going to thank me for this household trick to keep your garbage can smelling fresh. Take a toilet cleaning gel pad, attach it to the inside lid of your garbage can. It'll be fresh for weeks to come. You are going to thank me for this hard water residue trick. Add white vinegar to a baggie full of warm water and seal with a hair tie or tape. Wait 1 hour, remove, and simply wipe with a damp cloth. You are going to thank me for this trash bag trick. Flip your trash bag upside down like this, push from the top down like so. Now wasn't that easy? You are going to thank me for this dishwasher loading trick. Instead of loading dishes in the same direction, face them inwards towards the center so they'll get hit more directly by the sprayer. This is how to remove cut marks from your white china and dishes. Take your toothpaste and your toothbrush and gently scrub the china in a circular motion with your toothbrush. Then, wipe it off with a damp sponge, and then like magic, voila, perfectly white dishes. You are going to thank me for this homemade citrus all-purpose cleaner. Use the leftover orange peel, place it directly into an empty squirt bottle, and 7 days and it's ready to go. You are going to thank me for this easy steaming trick. Place an ice cube directly into your dryer, and within minutes your shirt will be wrinkle-free. To help keep your bathroom drain fresh and clear, add 1 cup of baking soda and 1 cup of vinegar and cover with a washcloth for 30 minutes. Once it's finished, add fresh lemon juice and flush for 30 seconds with hot water. You are going to love this hair removal trick. Take your Elmer school glue, squirt it directly onto the brush, covering thoroughly between each tooth. Let it dry, and then once dry, to keep your entire house smelling fresh and clean, just switch out your air filter, throw on your favorite dryer sheets, and this will keep your whole house smelling fantastic. We've been cleaning ovens wrong. Combine 1/4 cup of dish soap, 1/2 cup of lemon juice, 1 cup of distilled white vinegar, and 1 1/4 cup of warm water. Mix thoroughly, and then pour it into your spray bottle. Put on the top, and then just spray, spray, spray.
interesting those show. Any case, I want, there's like TV show how it's made. I want to get aim to watch it. Those like how stuff made. So one guy dropped off a dog here, and he got a ticket. Yeah. I tried to tell the lady he's dropping my dog. He said I don't give a F. It's like it's a service, like come with the van, take the dog, bring the dog. That's good. I was in the car, You see, if I leave, you get a boo baba. So what you want from the vibe?
No, she saw something Anastasia has. She wanna go to
kids. You should try this lamplight pizza. The lamplight pizza?
Yeah, we tried it already.
No, but they have different name.
Oh, look at that.
You should try the new one. Look at what?
It's just the same.
It's the same.
Okay, yeah, why not? Aya loves eating out.
Why not? Coconut is giant. Yeah, I'm back online again. See my new motorcycle.
Stop doing that, Agnes.
My new motorcycle. Oh, the building is gone. There used to be a building. I used to rent a taxi. The building is gone.
Yeah?
Completely gone. You see, they send me email like about the Uber money, but I don't understand this email. They said the settlement should be soon. I don't know. Do you understand this email?
Yeah, it's been
Made, but where is the check? Maybe it's on the way. I'm trying now to apply for Lyft because I'm entitled to get compensation from Lyft also. Instead, I need to apply, but the time is kind of short. It's limited time. Ray. Good afternoon, Ray. Wanna write something? Right, it's Lam. How you doing, Ray? Ray in the building. Yep.
No. Over here. In the yard.
Yeah.
In the yard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Seriously? Can you go to the yard? I want to do something here. In the yard? It's kind of early. Huh? It's kind of early. Where you gonna go now or wait?
No, later.
Because I need to do, number one. You have your phone?
It's All Things Considered on WNYC. I'm Sean Carlson. Planned Parenthood says it will stop offering deep sedation services, including abortions past 20 weeks, at its only clinic in New York City or state that's...
You're welcome, you're welcome.
Abortion is legal up through the 24th week of a pregnancy, or longer if your health is at risk throughout New York State. But dozens of other states have enacted restrictions or bans on abortion, sometimes far earlier than that. We're joined now by Wendy Stark. She's the president and CEO of Planned Parenthood of Greater New York. She's here to talk about how her organization came to the decision and how it's going to affect care for New Yorkers and visitors. Wendy, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
From what we understand, you're cutting back these services for financial reasons. Can you tell us a little more about it and why the decision is being made now?
Unfortunately, we at Planned Parenthood of Greater New York, like so many other healthcare providers, and especially healthcare providers that are caring for folks who don't have insurance or who are Medicaid beneficiaries, are experiencing some deep financial challenges. And we have had to make some really difficult decisions about our service provision in order to ensure that we're able to preserve our services in the long term and sort of get through what has been a really difficult time in our financial status.
How do you expect this to affect access to abortion in New York City, both for New Yorkers and for people who come here for abortion?
We are very fortunate in New York City to be part of an abortion care ecosystem that includes other providers who provide care up to 24 weeks of pregnancy and who offer deep sedation for abortion care. And so in this moment, we are relying on the capacity of those providers, and they have told us they do have capacity while we do this temporary pause in our abortion care at 20 weeks or above.
We understand that this isn't only for abortions after 20 weeks, but that you won't be offering deep sedation for procedures at all, right?
We are ending the contract with our external anesthesiology provider. Currently, they provide the deep sedation services offered in our offices, and we pay for that. And patients who are having abortion procedures and sometimes IUD placements or removals are at times opting for deep sedation because they need that for a variety of reasons.
For people who need these services, where do you recommend that they go now?
There are a number of hospitals as well as a number of independent providers that offer abortion and deep sedation services, and when patients call us and need what we can't provide, as with any other service that we don't provide, we refer out to those trusted partners.
What are the prospects of offering these abortions or other services needing deep sedation again in the future?
We are advocating with New York State
around a few things. Number one being increased Medicaid reimbursement for reproductive health care and beyond. I consider the services we provide, sexual and reproductive health care, to be part of a larger scope of primary care services. And writ large, we know that our health center or our healthcare system doesn't adequately reimburse outpatient and primary care. And so we're working on an ongoing basis with our other abortion care providers, as well as other kinds of healthcare providers across the state, to really change that, so that the provision of these really critical healthcare services can be accessible to all who need them in this access state.
Wendy Stark, President and CEO of Planned Parenthood of Greater New York. Wendy, thank you for coming out and today.
Wherever you are and whenever you want to listen. Download or upgrade to the new WNYC app now at WNYC.org/app.
WNYC is supported by New Jersey Symphony presenting the Godfather live in concert. This concert features the symphony performing Nino Rota's score live to picture on a large HD screen on the 16th and 18th in Newark and Red Bank. Tickets at njsymphony.org. A look ahead at tomorrow's Brian Lair show. Hear why anti-immigration protests in the UK are turning violent and how disinformation is fueling them. Plus, a look at the top issues for Gen Z voters ahead of the presidential election. That's tomorrow morning starting at 10 on 93.9 FM or AM 820. You can live stream it too by going to WNYC.org. A big change from last night when we saw flooding in our area. Hopefully everyone is safe and dry after those storms last night. There are showers likely this evening, about a 40% chance of rain tonight. Some gusty winds of about 20 miles an hour tonight, temperatures in the mid-60s. For tomorrow, showers are likely, highs reaching the mid-70s by the afternoon. It'll be cloudy tomorrow night. More showers likely tomorrow evening, particularly after midnight. It'll be humid tomorrow evening, temperatures around...
I'm gonna open the gate soon.
Friday, showers
Go gate section.
storms in the morning, but probably more so in the afternoon again, as these things tend to go. It'll be humid on Friday. Temperatures reaching the low 80s in the afternoon. Pretty windy on Friday, gusts up to about 30 miles an hour. That evening, it'll be windier, gusts of 35 miles an hour. In fact, showers still on Friday night. Thunderstorms too. Temperatures in the mid-70s. The weekend's looking a bit better. Saturday, decent rain, but should be sunny by Sunday. Stay with us. You made it halfway through the week. It's WNYC on a Wednesday. It's just about 4:50. It's all things considered on WNYC.
She's
I'm
coming
Sean
out.
Carlson. WNYC's Community
get it.
Partnerships Desk
Go
regularly
get it.
teams up with the nonprofit
Let's
Street
see. They're coming out, the kids. Maybe she's there already.
But they're not opening the gates.
Why they do on a rainy day, this is how they do it? On a rainy day they do gate?
No, they do gate every day.
Oh, the summer camp is from here? Our school was there. How you doing? Good, good. Mama, the sassy, sexy, huh? She lose weight. She's chubby, chubby, chubby. Go say hello to Mama, the sassy.
You go pick up Aya.
No,
I
you
wait here.
do, you do.
Why not? Later, when the gate is open.
Aya, she's there already?
Even if Aya is there already, it doesn't matter because they're not opening the gate.
But you have umbrella, no?
Do you understand that?
Do you have umbrella?
No.
You don't have umbrella?
No. Why, it's raining?
Yeah. Do you want umbrella? You didn't bring?
It's open now.
Me go, you go. I don't want to get ticket.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's not raining.
Okay. Picking up Aya. Picking up the baby. MJ gonna go picking up Aya. On to the next one.
Perhaps a couple of breaks of sun, then increasing amounts of sun for the weekend, highs near 80 as humidity drops. Light rain and 65 degrees right now, and this concept is a whole fairly steady tonight. Now back to your weather video.
Amish market. Amish market. Miriam picking up Aya. August 7, 24. Hey, Amish market. They say Amish market. Go get it. It says something like Amish market. What is the Amish market box? Hello, Aya.
Close the door now.
Yeah.
Mama, I made
Hello, Aya. How you doing,
today we
Aya?
got sewing.
You made something?
And we made something that's sewing.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
Yeah, this one in the box. Maybe what they made something.
Ta-da!
Oh, wow. You made it?
Yeah.
Wait. Are you kidding me?
I'm not.
Is this for
You
me?
made it? Wow.
Everybody made it. And everybody made one.
Okay, we're going to Five Below. Did you see the sassy? I saw Mom for the sassy.
I saw the stars. And I do like this. But it's over here.
You have seen it before.
Go check, see what is the box, Amish box.
No, indeed. She wanna go to Five Below.
No?
Yeah, don't break it. No.
It's open.
Let's go.
It's open on a rainy day. It's open on a rainy day.
You're going the wrong way.
He's going the wrong way. What's up with that?
You are going the wrong way. I mean, Dada.
No, Dada is going the right way.
Oh, I see.
Anastasia!
Shh, don't yell, don't yell. Leave it alone.
He saw you?
It's Anastasia.
Yeah, I saw.
Anastasia saw you?
Don't yell from the car because they're gonna run and they're dangerous. Never yell at people from the car because they're not gonna run to you and cause problems. Oh. Oops. Look at the scooter. Somebody took the wheels. Yes, it was Anastasia and his mom. And they got some vegetable from the Amish bags.
Yeah.
They giving away like, lettuce, tomato, I don't know. Amish something. Anastasia. Tickety tack.
The mouse cannot duck.
See, this is my secret parking sometimes. That's too. This car not supposed to park there. I can get a ticket. It's only for Uber driver.
Are you an Uber driver?
I'm Uber driver. I'm Lyft driver. I'm Aya driver. I'm Mama
Park
driver.
there.
I can park there, yeah.
There is no water sprinkler today. I think that's Cameron. That's Cameron. Cameron. I just saw Cameron in the shop.
Cameron saw you?
Yes. This is right away.
Did you cook something, Mama? What did you cook? Or not yet done?
Finish.
Finish? Lunch finish?
I have to cook another dinner.
Shush.
Mama ate dinner again.
Yang, your dinner gonna be chicken, okay?
Yay!
Chicken, mashed potato, and beans.
If you just get a falafel.
That's too much.
What do you mean too much?
Just gonna get a falafel. You want a falafel, Mama?
No,
Or shawarma?
no. I'm good, thank you.
16 handle!
It's on the other side. She see from far away.
Dad, I saw a storage so close to our house. More close than the one next to my school.
You saw what?
A log is where you can put your cars.
Oh yeah, parking lot.
Yeah. Yay, our house!
Our building.
750.
I park my car here all the time, every night. See that section, Miriam? That's my secret place. I think it's 18, so I'll wait here when you go there. Sound good to you?
Oh, it's here.
Yeah, it's here. So I said,
Okay, let's go. You don't have to bring your backpack.
Yeah, I know.
okay, see you soon.
Mama, you go first.
We're going to 5 below. Every time you go 5 below, I'm 50 below. Park my car a little nicely. Tickery duck.
כמה אנשי צבא מתוך הצבא שלחו לי, הרבה, וגם לעמוד שלי, על העניין של ישראל זיו. טוב, תקשיבו, כשהוא אומר ישראל זיו, או האלוף ישראל זיו אומר, שאזור רפיח זה ספין תקשורתי. ספין של ראש הממשלה. יאללה, בוא נגיד סבבה, בסדר? בוא נגיד, ישראל, אתה צודק. עכשיו אני מבקש מישראל, בוא תגיד לי אתה, מה אתה יודע על ציר פילדלפי? מה אתה יודע על רפיח? למרות שהיית מפקד אוגדת עזה לפני 250 שנה. מה... של ישראל זיו. טוב, תקשיבו, כשהוא אומר ישראל זיו, או האלוף ישראל זיו אומר,
שלי שלך פאטמה ושל בית כנסת וכל האנשים שתומכים בי, אני אכניס אותם מחר. חברים, משחק אחרון, בואו נעשה כבוד עם ישראל. בעזרת השם יתברך, יהיה איזה נס גלוי, ננצח אותו.
הוא לא יעשה את זה, חבל להציע.
לא, זה קפיסקי נמור,
הוא לא יעשה את זה, חבל לכולנו.
Rain, go away, come back another day.
זה כמות וקינמון. אתה לא תעשה את זה. הוא יודע, הוא יקום, הוא יבשל. הוא לקח שלנו צ'אצ'ס. הוא עצלן הרבה.
אתה צריך ללכת למרפאת סכרת בבית חולים. או במכבי, באיזה קופת חולים אתה? אז תלך למרפאת סכרת, בלישנסקי יש לך מרפאת סכרת.
אבל רגע, מה אמרתי בלימון?
לימון קינמון, סוחט חצי לימון וכפית קינמון עם מים פושרים. תשתה את זה כל יום בבוקר, זה כלום לעשות את זה. תראה, מרוב שכל רגע אומר, מה מישהו רשום לו? מישהו רשום לו לבדו צריך. אני חושבת שגם בבורסים כל שנייה אומר מה הצ'קט הבא של קומטרס הוא צריך אותו
I got it.
You got it? Show me, what is it? Oh, this is the one? It's a one for me? I want the pink one.
No.
Use the bathroom.
You?
She.
She, okay, let's go home.
Look. And so cute.
Get one for me.
No, they're all for me.
Seriously?
Can we open it? Yeah. I said I can open it.
כמה עכשיו יש לך? אפשר לעשות לו עוד לב יומי.
כן? קיבלתי לפני שאתם שתי זריקות של העיר שלי, אז עכשיו היא נודדה, היה מתחיל.
רגע, שלחתי, זה גם יומי והוא לא מעט. תודה חיים. מה, לא הבנתי. שלום, מה אתה שותה? בדרך כלל, מה אתה שותה?
These are facts, actually so the same. These are so the same.
Let me touch one. Let me see.
No.
Let me just feel it. See what is that a Play-Doh? Let me see.
No,
Abner,
I just want to see how it feels.
Abner.
I just want to see how it. What is this?
But you have to ask her permission.
I asked her, can I see it?
And I said no.
But why not?
You have to respect her. Don't be like that.
It's Play-Doh.
What
It's a squishy.
Oh, it's a squish.
You have to be a good example. She's gonna do that to her classmates and do that.
Oh goodness, smoothness.
Done. Now we bring dumpling to the middle.
You can use the bathroom in the lobby.
No, that's the boys' bathroom.
It doesn't matter.
Upstairs is the girls' bathroom.
The boys' girl is unisex.
No, that's only the girls.
In the lobby is
That's
for
only
everybody.
the boys' bathroom.
What, in the lobby?
Yeah.
Like Mama uses it all the time.
No, she said that's the boys' bathroom.
No, it doesn't matter. Boys, girl, everybody can use it.
I don't want to use
אני גם אותו דבר.
הבית שלי זה קובייה.
That's the boys' bathroom.
You didn't check the other one? They don't have?
למה? שומעים את כולנו פעמיים, מה יש פה בלייב? אז כנראה שיש משהו. בואו נחמק את הקוראים האלה.
And we'll put you somewhere at home. Oh no.
What happened?
You're so
I have a wet napkin. You want a wet napkin?
I can bring some at home.
You can wash it.
Are you serious? I'm gonna wash you guys at home. I'll leave you.
כן. יש פה מישהו עם אולי יש לו מולד עם שתי פלאפונים.
Oh, look, I can eat this. I can eat this. You want one?
שלמה לוי תמיד באבא להבים, אבל לא על השתק.
You gave it to me, yeah. Oh, look, you can put them here to be safe.
אז זה לא שלמה, על השתק, לא.
Stassi, bring 3 of them?
Yeah.
מי זה מרתי?
3 plus. Mama, these are 3 plus. But you're 6, so that's 5. Mama, I mean Dada. Dada, this is 3 plus. That's for me.
Yeah.
להוריד.
From 3 years old and up.
לא, לא, לא. לא להוריד. לא, זה והוא בסדר.
לא, הוא כל פעם שעולה הוא לא מדבר.
תפתח את המיקרופון, מיקרופון אופן. בסדר, הוא רמה טובה ויש לו מלא צורים, רמה בסדר ויש לו הרבה...
You're in a big rush?
Yeah.
You have appointment? You're in the bathroom downstairs.
No.
בסדר, אני חשבתי שהוא...
שלמה יוצא מפה, כי שלמה לא יכול להיות בשני לייבים, ובמיוחד לא בלייב שלנו. אתה לא יכול להיות בשני לייבים. אתה בלייב, והנה אני יכולה להראות לכולם את אותך. מי שרוצה, הנה אתן לכם פרטים, כנסו. תראו את ה... שלמה לוי בלייב. הנה עליי כשהוא נמצא פה. אתם שומעים אותו מתנגד?
אני אומרת לכם, אנחנו בלייב. איזה דבר זה?
תרשמי סם, תראי אותו שם ותראו. תרשמי סם.
אני יודעת מה אני אומרת. אמרתי לכם שאני
קלה כפר טעיתם. הנה הלייב שהוא נמצא. אתם שומעים את הלייב?
אמרתי לכם שאנחנו נמצאים מאוד לייב. אני אף פעם לא טועה במה שאני אומרת.
Dada, are you coming with us?
No, I need to go park the car.
בנוסף, מה הוא עשה? הוא השמיע את הלייב שלנו. מבינה? הוא לא שם השתק אצלו.
I'll be back like 6:30. 6:15, 6:30. Because I need to buy a pita bread too. I don't have a pita bread.
איזה לייב הוא היה? תגיד לי באיזה לייב הוא לא נמצא.
Okay, see you
עושה סם
later.
באנגלית, ככה.
Later alligator. Go, Miriam, take it to the lobby if she needs that.
בית העלילה, הנה סם.
Bye. Bye.
בגלל זה יש לו בעיות עם כולם, כל הלייבים שהוא עולה איתם.
Yep. MJ. Least one ride with lift. I need at least one ride with lift. That's how we do it. go get a falafel. Carolina. Pick up Carolina.
Inday Sun, EPR 427073.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Later.
Okay, thank you.
Hello.
Yeah. Caroline.
Yes. Thank you.
Welcome.
And the thing that is driving a lot of the clannishness is Israel and Jews.
And we should pay attention because, I mean, maybe people are stupid, but it always starts with the Jews, but it never ends with the Jews. And we have a problem in this country that is significant. That is that has so much to do with the income gap, but a lot to do with how our politics are structured. This Democrat Party is no longer a party of working people. They've all left. Blue collar people and gone to the Republican Party. It's a party that's based on division for the moment. And, you know, if you're going to have a divisive party, you might as well have somebody who's good at creating division. As I said today to someone, what this guy, the governor of Minnesota, will do is he will take somebody into the ring. We're not going to have discussions here. We're going to have battles and beat every to the corner and beat them to death. I mean, that's his job.
Hank, the problem you have is too many Jews are coming to the Dems. Come over to the Republican side. We'll welcome you. We're happy to have you come vote Republican.
Listen, I am a labor union guy. I'm a former law enforcement officer. I know that stuff. And I know how this works. And I don't necessarily best for the country. I blame both parties for the breakdown of the strength of our Navy. This is a straight iron measure. The fact that and I blame Barack Obama for this, the idiocy of Iran, how we dealt with Iran. Iran should have been attended to the time he was president. The end result is now we have a country that is prepared to kill all of us and to impose a way of life on us. And if anybody doesn't believe it, they need to see what's happening in Bangladesh today. And what has happened where rape and murder are permissible because one does not have the same religion as you. Now, Rudy said something before that I heard when I was radio come on, which he talked about the war coming to us. The war is with us now. The question is, how do we stop it? And that is a problem that both parties face. And I'm not sure that they're going to be able to solve it.
Which is really disheartening for America, as you said it. Hank, we love you. Thank you for being here. The great Hank Strykov. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And everybody stay with us here on Cats and Cosby after the break. Tony Schaefer talking about the big changes in Hamas, and also Gordon Chang, Dr. Peter Nicholas, and Roger Stone. Big show coming up.
In 2024, you get more at Ramsey Mazda. More selection, over 750 new vehicles available, and more savings during the Mazda Find Out event. Like a new 2024 Mazda CX-5, starting at just $28,987. Or the Mazda CX-30, starting at just $25,745. Or drive the all-new 2024 Mazda CX-90, starting at just $36,854. With third-row seating and expansive cargo space. The Mazda CX-90 is the SUV that gives you more in 2024. Ramsey Mazda is the proud recipient of the 2023 President's Club Award and the 2024 Cars.com Consumer Satisfaction Award. Visit RamseyMazda.com and let them make shopping for your new Mazda fast, easy, and convenient with their modern state-of-the-art showroom on Route 17 North in Ramsey, New Jersey. Get more in 2024 in a new Mazda from Ramsey Mazda. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Paid for by Jackpot.com. Must be 18 or older to order lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Residents of New York, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Listen up, New York. At Jackpot.com, you can now order your favorite lottery games, including Powerball, Mega Millions, Numbers, Win 4, and more right from your phone. Choose your favorite lottery game, pick your lucky numbers, and get notified when you win. Order official Powerball, Mega Millions, and Numbers tickets from your phone at Jackpot.com. Plus, right now, use promo code NYC to get a free lottery ticket with your first play.
I love the lottery, and Jackpot.com makes it so easy because you can order all your lottery tickets easily from your phone.
Jackpot.com notifies you right away if I win. It's safe and secure, and I never have to worry about losing my lottery tickets. Order tickets right on my phone for all my favorite state lottery games while I'm sitting on my couch at home.
Don't wait. Go to Jackpot.com and order lottery tickets from your phone. Right now, use promo code NYC to get a free lottery ticket with your first order. Go to Jackpot.com. That's Jackpot.com. Jackpot.com. A common sense recap of the day's biggest stories. It's John Catsimatidis and Rita Cosby. Cats and Cosby on 77 WABC.
And we are back here on Cats and Cosby. Some big developments in Hamas. Now that some of their leaders have been taken out, the real bad one has not. And Tony, you know who this Yahya Sinwar is now, the new appointed head of Hamas.
The real bad one, the mastermind of the October 7th terrorist act is
now in charge fully of Hamas. And I think it's retribution for the killings of political leader, because now what they're in essence saying is there's no way, because this guy does not, we can't deal with this guy. This guy is a cold-blooded killer.
As if the other ones weren't.
Well, Sinwar was in prison for 20 years in Israel for killing 2 IDF agents and killing 4 Palestinians who maniac. This guy is anti-Israel psycho.
And this is the one who's now the new head of Hamas.
He's now in charge of military and political.
Well, I can see that's a good reason to have 2 states.
Yeah, exactly, right.
And there's no rationalizing.
Really, I mean, we'll turn over Gaza to Hamas. That'll work out nicely.
Wow, really scary.
For Iran, don't it?
Really scary.
I believe they're holding off attacking Israel until this Sunday. Because the 2 temples of Israel were destroyed, and this is their anniversary. This is the date that this happened, that it falls on. When the Babylonians destroyed the first temple, and I believe it was the Romans who destroyed the second temple. And this is the anniversary now coming up. This will be the date that the last temple was destroyed.
Wow.
So they believe in symbolism.
Yes, yeah. A lot of people were talking about that date being a potential, and that's now right around the corner, sadly. And joining us now to talk about all of this is Lieutenant Colonel Tony Schaefer. He is president of Project Sentinel. Tony, we're just talking about this with this crazy Yahya Sinwar, who's now head of, as Tony Carbonetti was just so eloquently describing, is now head of military and political, and a total lunatic, right? I mean, this is who, as if the other ones weren't.
Well, as if the Israelis needed a reason to continue to go ahead and just finish off Hamas, this is a great one to do it. And at this point, I think all negotiations have ended. The only options are to end Hamas. And so I think that's the way this should proceed. And by the way, notably, regarding symbology, I agree with the assessment that, hey, the Iranians are going to retaliate based on their time schedule, not the Biden administration. If you note, over the past 3 days, the Biden administration's been like little chicken little, running around saying the sky's falling. This tells me 2 things.
Okay, here is good. You have a good day. Thank you. Take care.
Secondly, that should be reminding us that they don't have a clue and they're guessing and they don't know what's going on. So any way you cut it, and I've gone on record. I said on Sunday and Monday they're not going to go Monday night. You know, they're waiting to assess how to best use their resources. And the assassination of the Hamas individual, the Hamas leader in Tehran, incidental to their inauguration of their president, really set them back. They didn't know how they did that. They're trying to assess what's going on, and more importantly, the Israelis are doing what Trump has done. Trump personalizes the events relating to retaliation. The Hamas leaders, the Hezbollah leaders, they're all wondering if they're next. That's the way you have to do it, and the Israelis have done that. They've made it so the individuals who don't normally encourage others to die for them are the ones who may die. And when you put it in that perspective, they take a step back and try to figure out if they should continue to do things, and if so, are they secure? I think that's what's changed the equation.
And Tony, you know, the White House doesn't understand. You don't win anything, sports, war, anything, playing defense. You got to go on offense.
Exactly.
And they're tying Israel up into this whole defensive game that they want to play, which makes no sense.
It only will result in the death of more people on both sides. I agree with you. You've got to end this. The way you end it is by victory. Otherwise, you draw it out, you make it painful for everybody. And by the way, it makes us a bigger target. We've had the strike against the Al-Assad Air Base 2 days ago. More of that's coming until we end this, period.
I believe before you were referring to the Soleimani killing, which 100% correct. It personalized it, and it let them know that we could get to their backyard. Because if you remember, they were presenting President Trump with, oh, let's just do a strike at the base that had set off the drones that attacked and killed our contractor. That was what they recommended. And he said, well, what's the next level? So well, the next level is you go kill Soleimani. Do that.
Right. Yep.
Okay.
Send that message. Right.
Yes.
Right.
Judd Weinberg.
Tony, good to talk to you. Let me tell you, in my view, the reason they took out this guy in Tehran was to send a message that we can get to him, we can get to any of you guys. You better think hard and fast.
Precisely. Yes, Judge, you are completely correct. And again, it
Precisely,
made him
John Wayne.
stop. It made him think.
Precisely.
And while they're thinking, we now should be back on the offensive, but we're not. We're sitting back trying to limit the Israelis on doing what we all know they must do. They must pursue a strategy of victory, and that means also taking out the leaders who are responsible for the death of innocents. And this White House refuses to accept that reality.
Absolutely. Tony Schaefer, thank you so much for being with us. We really appreciate it. Thank you, Tony. You are terrific. And now, everybody, let's go to the big headlines of the day.
Top news of the day, sponsored by Goya. Here's Rita Cosby.
And here are some of the big Goya headlines. Kamala Harris and her new running mate, Tim Walz, are on the campaign trail in the battleground states of Wisconsin and Michigan. Meanwhile, Trump's running mate, J.D. Vance, mirrored the same schedule. He held several campaign events today. President Biden is giving his first interview since he decided to drop out of the 2024 election. He sat down with CBS News' Robert Costa at the White House today. It's going to air on CBS Sunday morning. I can't wait to hear that one. And Manhattan Judge Juan Merchan says that he will soon decide as early as tomorrow whether or not to recuse himself from former President Trump's case in New York. We'll, of course, keep you posted on all of that. And those are the big headlines of the day.
The one and only Goya Adobo All-Purpose All-in-One Seasoning. Perfect for all seasons. A simple shake is all it takes. Spring, elevate your veggies with a shake of its secret blend of Latin spices. Summer, step up your grilling game by shaking Adobo's bold flavor on your favorite protein. Holiday season, shake some more and add some Latin magic to your favorite holiday roast. Goya Adobo, your all-in-one seasoning for all seasons. Find it in the Goya section of your local grocery store. If it's Goya, it has to be good.
Cook an egg on the sidewalk. Walk on the shady side of the street. Wearing sunglasses at the park. It's summer.
Chubby, chubby, chubby.
On 77.
Chubby, chubby, chubby.
And coming up, Kamala Harris's running mate, he went to China 30 times. He honeymooned there. But he says it's a great place to visit. I love Tiananmen Square. We're going to talk about that and a lot more after the break.
WABC. Traffic and transit.
Southbound GW Bridge, typically heavy. The Lincoln and Holland outbound 20 to 30 minutes apiece. South on the Hutch at the Cross County Parkway, an accident blocks the right lane. East on 287 at exit 8W, there's a collision. And in Jersey on the Turnpike, southbound Eastern Spur at exit 1618 East, a crash takes out the right lane. And Route 17 northbound is closed between Franklin and Terrace Avenues because of flooding. 77 WABC Traffic is sponsored by Avenue A Products. Visit metfoods.com. I'm Lisa Ritchie.
Met Foods and Met Fresh, your supermarket destinations for our locations or shop online.
The Cats Roundtable, covering the biggest stories of the week, talking with people in the know. If you find yourself asking,
what the heck is going on here?
It sounds like you've missed the Cats Roundtable every Sunday morning at 8 on 77 WABC. We're commuting home with Katz and Cosby. Now here's John Catsimatidis and Rita Cosby on 77 WABC.
And we are back here on Katz and Cosby. Students getting a big victory against Harvard. The judge ruling the case is going to go forward, saying that there was evidence that Harvard should have done a lot more to protect the Jewish students. And the attorney who's representing the students joins us now, Mark Kazowitz. Mark, it's great to have you here. This is Rita Cosby with John, Judge Weinberg, Rudy Washington, and Tony Carbonetti. First of all, congrats. And this is huge. Explain what this means, not just to Harvard, but to other schools.
Sure, and delighted to be here, Rita. Thank you. Harvard, everyone recalls the events of the last spring and the events of after October 7th on Harvard's campus, on Columbia's campus, and on the campuses of all of these so-called elite universities where pro-Hamas demonstrators and were literally calling for the destruction of the state of Israel and death to the Jews, which was just an incredibly outrageous and hostile educational environment for Jewish students on those campuses. Everyone also recalls that, the actions of these universities, including Harvard, were absolutely non-existent. The universities took virtually no steps to protect those Jewish students from this harassment and intimidation and the like. And so we brought cases against Harvard, NYU, Columbia. Rita, that this is so significant is that all of the universities, including Harvard, tried to defend themselves and get these cases dismissed by saying, A, the problems on campus weren't that serious, the incidents of anti-Semitism were isolated and not part of any kind of pattern of hostile behavior, and two, the university is working on it, and the courts need to let the universities do this on their own without interfering. In fact, these universities were claiming somehow that they were the victim because our lawsuits would impose a hardship on them while they were trying to deal with these issues. Just outrageous. So here, Judge Stearns, a federal district court judge in Boston, heard our argument. I was there 2 weeks ago with my partner, Mark Ressler, and we argued for a couple of hours against Harvard. Harvard, I think, had some former Solicitor General or something who was arguing for them. And the judge took it under advisement. Yesterday, he came down with his decision, and he appropriately and properly found that the educational environment was hostile for Jewish students on these campuses, that the university had completely ignored the interests and rights of their Jewish students, and that the university may have been mouthing pieties about the steps it was taking, but they were empty pieties. Wow. And so we have an important victory for the benefit of our clients, and now we're going to proceed with discovery through the university's files.
And I say bravo, because to me it's astounding that other schools, I think it opens the door. I'm telling you, you're giving hope, because you can't just throw a major group of students by the wayside and not protect them. They couldn't even go to campus. I mean, it's shocking. Judge Weinberg.
Mark, good to talk to you again. Let me say this. This is a great victory because you're sending a signal to the whole country. And number two, this is a denial of basic civil rights of the Jewish kids on campus. But it could have been anybody. Would they have tolerated this if this was against Asians or
African Americans?
Or African Americans?
Right.
And the answer is no. So why should this be tolerated because it happens to be the Jewish community? And so once, as I say, once you go after the Jewish community, it could be anybody. What say you, Mark?
Well, look, it's really shocking that in the year 2024, which is about 70 some odd years after the Holocaust, we are encountering a situation on our campuses, on the places of highest learning in this country, in the world, where not only is there rampant anti-Semitism against Jewish kids, where Jewish students are being intimidated, harassed, and discriminated against, not just by other students, but by and by administrators, okay? Not only is that outrageous, and when you think that this is only 70 years after the Holocaust, or it's 70 years after the Holocaust and it should never happen again, but this is what was happening in Germany in 1932 and 1933. The place where anti-Semitism really took root in Germany was in the universities, and it metastasized from there. And what we're seeing here is anti-Semitism taking root in the universities. And so this decision, our lawsuits and this decision, and the decision of the Federal District Court in Boston, what that says is no, not here. The university has an obligation to stand up to protect the rights of Jewish students, just as it does the rights of other protected classes under Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, and that's what we're going to do. Yep. And it's not just going to be at Harvard. We're going to do it at Columbia. We've settled with NYU, and there was a public announcement on it. But we're going to do it at Columbia, at Penn, and then we've got other universities in our sites right now who we're going to be bringing actions against.
My friend Charlie Gasparino wrote a book, Go Woke, Go Broke. Somebody better send a copy of the book to all those universities.
Yeah, I was going to say, bravo. By the way, Mark, for what you did. Keep us posted, please.
Thanks very much.
Absolutely will. Nice to speak with all of you. John, good to see you again. Be well.
Thank you so much. And joining us now,
Gordon Chang is waiting for us.
Absolutely, the great Asia expert. Gordon, what do you make of now the running mate for Kamala Harris, Tim Walz? He loves China. He's been there 30 times. It's a great place to honeymoon. And he said, China's not that bad.
Yes, and he purposely picked his wedding date to be the 5th anniversary of the June 4th massacre.
Wait, he purposely picked the date? Wait a minute, we're all like, wait a minute.
Wow.
Wait, he purposely picked the date?
Yes, his wife actually said that he wanted a date that he would remember. And in China, you remember June 4th, especially when there was only 5 years after the end of that horrible event. But the real issue with Tim Walz is not whether he's gone to China 30 times and all the rest of it. The point is that he still has this outdated view of China where he says our relationship doesn't have to be adversarial. Well, China killed 1.2 million Americans by deliberately spreading coronavirus beyond its borders. China each year kills 75,000 Americans with fentanyl. Each year, China steals about $500 billion of U.S. intellectual property. And the Communist Party believes it is in an existential struggle with the United States because they're worried about our values and form of governance and the inspirational impact of those on the Chinese people. This is a death match, and Tim Walz needs to understand that.
Yeah, it is really interesting, the timing of all of this, and his 30 visits there. By the way, there's a story, too, Gordon Chang, that recently came out that China said it's going to look into what it's doing with, with producing fentanyl. I mean, can we believe anything they're going to say? That, like, as if right now, right before the election, they're somehow going to have an epiphany.
No, we can't believe it. On November 15th of last year, Xi Jinping told Biden that he was going to reduce the flow of precursor chemicals and pill presses to the Western Hemisphere. Well, he essentially made that same promise to President Trump in 2018, and in 2016, he made the same promise to President Obama. Xi Jinping is using fentanyl to weaken America. It's an integral part of his plan to take down our society. And right now, we have to understand that fentanyl gangs, and some of them which are actually state companies, operate with the knowledge and the approval of the Communist Party. They couldn't do that in China's total surveillance state. So, Biden is touting the victory of fentanyl with Xi Jinping.
Don't forget TikTok.
The Communist Party plan to take us down.
Add TikTok to that list.
Tony saying TikTok. Don't forget it.
You add TikTok to the list, you add so many others.
Yeah, absolutely. Gordon Chang, thank you so much. Really great to have you here. Keep us posted. And that is wild about that, the wedding date. That's a new one.
Never forget that anniversary, huh?
Yeah, you never will. Wow, that's really scary. Thank you, Gordon. And joining us now is our resident genius on everything, Dr. Peter Mihalos. Dr. Peter, you wanted to talk about toxic dust. Explain.
Well, before I get into the toxic dust, I just want to talk about the Lancet journal, a prestigious journal of public health, did a study that showed that the Gen X people and millennials, those are the people from 1965 to 80 for Gen X, and the millennials from 1980 on, they, compared to the people in 1955, are dying 2 to 3 times more from cancers breast, colorectal, pancreas, and that's very, very alarming. And
why is that? Why?
That's the question. People sitting in front of computers and the electronic element of cell phones are now moving around. They're less active. We're seeing people using more drugs or airborne toxic dust that we're finding out. Another study, the whole cover of Consumer Reports this month is about toxic dust. So what is that? In our air and the dust in our homes and particle board furniture and other things like that contain mercury, lead, arsenic. And they found, Columbia University just did a study, and they found in the urine of people cadmium and uranium and tungsten, which are not natural elements that we don't eat enough. And those people had a much higher risk of atherosclerosis and heart disease and cancer. So there is definitely involuntary exposure to these environmental toxins are not helping us. And the things in the air, that's why we talk about often having a HEPA filter in your house, in your bedroom, changing the cabin filters in your car. It turns out to be very important. And also the plastics. You know, everybody talks about the tire on your rubber. The rubber tires wear out. But guess what? Where's all those microparticles of plastic going? You're on the highway and your windows are open. You're driving a convertible. You're breathing in all that stuff. And our lungs are like a vacuum cleaner. They collect all this stuff. They're finding it on autopsies, and people weren't exposed to all these things years ago. So we're finding that the toxic chemicals, alcohol, smoking, and the sedentary lifestyle are all contributing. And that generation, they're not working on farms. They're not doing hard labor. People are sitting behind computers all day, and it's turning out that it is affecting lifespan, and men's lifespan in the U.S. is now only 74.2 years. Of course, COVID has something to do with it, but these are things. If I was Surgeon General, I'd immediately start a program of changing the diet, trying to get rid of processed foods, trying to get people to eat healthier, cleaning up our water supplies. And if we did that, we'd probably save the country billions, if not trillions of dollars in healthcare costs.
Wow, very important stuff. Well, Dr. Peter,
maybe we would live long and prosper.
Yeah, I've heard that line before, I think.
Yeah.
You know?
Keep listening to WABC for more health tips on Katz and Cosby to keep us all alive and going, and keep thinking positive and testing negative.
Thank you. Dr. Peter, you're great. Thank you so much. And everybody, we got a break now, John.
Let's take a break, and we got
Roger Stone.
And look, we know Roger. He'll give us something good to talk about.
He always does.
And now, Janine Pirro's Sounds Off.
Folks, the Secret Service counters Nightburn said that the agency should expect another assassination attempt before November.
More after this.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep spending more than you have to. Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Savings based on cost of Consumer Cellular single line 1, 5, and 10 gig data plans with unlimited talk and text compared to lowest cost single line postpaid unlimited talk, text, and data plans offered by T-Mobile and Verizon January 2024.
Resort living can be yours with 361 days of sunshine when you live at the residences at 400 Central in St. Petersburg. Now under construction. Call 727-205-8517. That's 727-205-8517. Visit residences400central.com. That's residences, the number 400central.com. Call 727-205-8517.
And now, Janine Pirro's Sounds Off.
The Secret Service counters Nightburn sent an email to the entire uniform division saying that he will not stop speaking out. He says leadership failed at the Trump rally on July 13th. We have fallen short for years. We just got lucky and looked good doing it. Remember Comey, McCabe, Strzok, and the whole lot of them? Well, the Secret Service, the upper echelon, has to go, and this is no hit on the good men and women, the rank and file Secret Service members.
Keep listening for more entertaining and informative opinions from Judge Janine Pirro. Listen to this podcast now
on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Anthony Weiner, The Middle, Unplugged.
I think that as with a lot of people who are being vetted, they're going to come up with things that might be in their background that they don't like. And that brings me to why Shapiro wasn't taken, how Republicans are using that. I'm hearing a lot around the radio station the first 24 hours. It's a sign that the Democrats are anti-Semitic. It's no more anti-Semitic not to pick Shapiro than it is anti-Hispanic not to pick Rubio. Look, there were reasons that Shapiro was an absolute favorite of a lot of tacticians like myself. And it comes down to this. If Kamala Harris wins Nevada, wins Arizona, wins Wisconsin, if she wins Michigan, but loses Pennsylvania, Republicans win. Donald Trump wins. That's how important Pennsylvania is. That's the tactical argument. But the argument for Walz and the argument against Shapiro is do no harm, make no drama for how you make these picks.
Download all of Red Apple Media's podcasts right now through your favorite podcast platform.
Coming up tonight at midnight on the Dominic Carter Show.
Trump's running mate J.D. Vance has choice words for the Biden-Harris administration. Quote, we need a president who kills terrorists, not negotiates with them. That's coming up at midnight tonight with me, Dominic Carter, 77 WABC.
Real New York, 77 WABC. It's a common sense recap of the big stories. It's Cass and Cosby on 77 WABC.
And we are back here on Katz and Cosby. Boy, so much going on in the presidential race now with Tim Walz, the moderate, right? I'm being facetious.
For others known as best.
Yes, exactly. Burn, baby, burn.
Burn, baby,
Yeah,
burn
what's the
again?
burn, baby, burn? Let's do. Maybe we could do that leading into to Roger. Well, we all know this song, right? You know this song, Rudy. You love this song about the Temptations, right? Was it? Who is it? You can. The Tramps. That's right. They're great. Anyway, Roger Stone joins us now. Roger, you know, you can't. You can't almost show two different worlds more than what we're dealing with now. Between Tim Walz now added to Kamala Harris's ticket, and then you saw J.D. Vance today saying, which America do you want to live in? You want to have America looking like Minneapolis in 2020 during the, quote, summer of love?
Yeah, it's really extraordinary. Kamala Harris actually seems to have selected someone who's actually even further left and crazy than she is. And clearly they didn't do very much vetting, because it's absolutely clear that when his unit was called up, despite the fact that he bragged constantly during his political career about his military service, but when his unit was called up to go to Iraq, he dropped out. He basically dropped out and never went, yet we have video of him talking about being in battle. So to my mind, that's at a minimum stolen valor. And then there's a whole issue of his actions during the Antifa BLM riots back in May of 2020. The mayor of Minneapolis requested support from the Minnesota National Guard, yet the governor, Tim Walz, delayed for 3 days. And then afterwards tried to blame the mayor for the delay when the mayor didn't have the authority to deploy the National Guard. He wants to do away with fossil fuels. He's against fracking. He's against further exploration for natural gas and oil in this country, no new permits, forcing us to buy expensive garbage oil from Venezuela if they'll sell it to us. So he's a radical like she is, and if he was the do no harm, the safest choice of the three finalists here, I think they've got an angry a radical on their hands who's a bit of a hothead. This is going to be very interesting.
Roger, it's Tony Carbonetti. I don't understand strategically how he's the do no harm. I mean, you already have the left wrapped up with her. What do you need him for?
I can explain that. Here's what I think. First of all, Josh Shapiro of Pennsylvania was definitely the front runner for this. He came very close, I think, 2 weeks ago, based on some of my sources, to having this locked up. And the idea was, of course, that he would bring Pennsylvania. That's a must-win state for Trump. But then I believe Barack Obama, among others, impressed upon Kamala Harris in her campaign that choosing a Jew from Pennsylvania would cost them Michigan and Minnesota with their very, very large
pro-Palestinian Muslim American constituencies, which are overwhelmingly Democrats. And they're very significant in both of those states. So I think the idea there was that, okay, we can't take.
Okay, that knocks him out, but keep going.
Okay, now you go to Mark Kelly. Well, that looks great on paper, former astronaut and so on. There's one minor problem. He's partners with a Chinese communist company that makes these surveillance satellite balloons, like the ones they flew across the entire country, which I think they recognize.
Okay, that knocks him out. Roger's knocked them down like bowling pins now.
Yeah. Well, and then in his spare time, Kelly also, had a side job as a U.S. Senator from Arizona. Then there was, I think, an effort to look at alternatives. She went to the governor
North Carolina
of Kentucky. She looked at him. She looked at the governor of North Carolina, but neither one of them were thought able to carry those states. Trump is in very strong shape in both of them. So the idea here was that Walsh was the path of least
Okay,
resistance.
thank you everybody. See you tomorrow. Peace and love. Peace and love. Thank you everybody. See you tomorrow. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Ironically, when it comes down to